There we go. All right. Fixed it as the door was opening.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Nice repair roll.
Yeah. Welcome back to Fallout Texas Rising, session 33. We're actually probably just going to jump right into it today because last we left off, you guys were getting ready to go talk with the historian at Los.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. We'll pull up the Texas map here and just have that ready. We're over in at the city of Los, a ghoul city. You guys did a small mission from last time to gain access to the city. You've discovered that they are kind of at least the adults are a little more essentialists, only essential items traded for or even really present in the city. And of course, the task you did was a bit of a doozy for you, I reckon. Taking out a child ghoul, glowing one, along with his ghoul family, feral at that point, though. So yeah, that is where we are. I think you guys were staying outside the historian's house. Is that correct? If I remember correctly.
I think we did, yeah. Just only everybody else had decided to hit the hotel, and somehow got dragged to the historian's place.
Well, it's just that you knew it was there. You could wait till next morning if you wanted to, or because it's around supperish time.
Yeah, we were told to wait till the next morning, anyways. So just good manners, amongst other reasons.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything you'd like to do during the night? Or are you just going to sleep through the night and hit the historian's house the next morning?
Aside from explaining to Squire Thompson and the other Brotherhood members about, well, not explaining like how we dealt with the problem, but what the issue was, and that basically the town leader is like not good for the town, but I'm sure they're not going to care much. But at least give them a heads up about the prejudices, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Squire Thompson, he's sitting there, he's taking this information in, and he says, well, if the other ghouls here were to request assistance, then the Brotherhood, given if we have the manpower to assist and the ability to assist, we would help. But if they don't request that assistance, then this leader is their leader.
Yeah.
Unless we find some reason to truly take him out, he's a threat to other settlements or to the Brotherhood itself. We will not be getting involved in their internal politics.
Understood. Just figure you guys should know before something goes sideways and things go worse than you expected.
Well, hopefully we will get some information about the vault and be able to leave before anything goes sideways.
Certainly hope so.
All right. So Squire Thompson, he sets up a couple of the initiates he has with him to do a rotation on guard duty for the night. Not really expect anything, but just keeping an eye on the the building they're in. They're not going to step outside and stand guard. They're just going to be inside the room, awake and aware in case anything happens. Would either one of you like to participate in that?
Sure.
All right. What shift would you like? There's roughly going to be 8 shifts. Would you like more middle of the night, early morning, early night?
Middle of the night, please.
Okay. Slash, are you going to take any shifts, or are you just going to take a Z?
I think Slash is probably just gonna sleep the night.
All right.
Yeah, he's I don't know. Yeah.
Alrighty. Most of the shifts go well. Nothing's reported to you, Jack, as you come onto your shift in the middle of the night. And as you do so, you set up in the chair next to the entrance to the makeshift hotel that you guys are staying in. Is there anything you'd like to do before you sit down for your hour? Or anything particularly you'd like to do during your watch?
Not that I can think of. So, not really.
Okay. Give me a survival perception. All right, success. You hear very faintly footsteps from outside.
So I kind of loosen the Bowie knife in the sheath, just in case of problems.
Okay.
Going Davy Crockett.
Will you get out of the chair, or are you gonna kind of stay back where you are?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Throughout the rest of your shift, you continue to hear footsteps every now and then until your hour is up and you go wake up the next person on shift.
Alright, and just to clarify if I can, it sounds like somebody's passing by on kind of a regular pattern,
Yes.
kind of patrolling.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So I'll get the next guy up and mention it as something to keep in mind.
Okay. All right. The rest of the night passes uneventfully, and the morning comes. You hear a knock at the door as the ghoul leader, along with a couple of his soldiers and a few other ghouls, come in. They bring some breakfast to you. It is algae, kind of in a soupy form in bowls, and they offer it to you along with some dirty water to drink.
Okay, dirty water I'm good for. Are they offering it just to me or to the whole group?
The whole group. The Brotherhood members will politely decline and eat some rations they've brought themselves.
I seem to have I got to get used to not taking Betsy. I didn't take that many supplies with me. I'll be happy to eat some of that. and take a drink of that water. Thank you very kindly.
All right. If you would please grab some dirty water from the items area and just drink it, do whatever roll it
Yeah, I
asks you
think
to do
I
for the
might have
radiation.
some. I might have some dirty water around me. I do have dirty water, so I will increase that to 4 instead of just 3,
Yep.
and
Sounds good.
consume 1. Is that a radiation?
That's one.
Yes, that is 1 radiation.
I do have lead belly level 1, so I'm able to re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh, actually, the effect is where I get a radiation, right?
Wait.
Or is it just the
Yeah,
points
it's
like
the
normal?
effect.
Oh, okay.
It's the effect. So yeah,
Okay,
the
so
first roll was good, actually.
okay, all right.
That was my bad.
I was like, oh wait, no, I just remembered right when the effect popped up. I'm like, oh wait a second, you don't get it until you roll an effect. Okay. Anything for the algae?
Algae.
Roll
Is it
15
like
of those dice.
what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing. I was kind of waiting. I was sitting back. This is
All right.
it's on you players.
Six,
Jack did
8,
not
10.
attempt to sense anything, but just as Jack looks over and sees Slash burying his face in this algae soup, is when Jack realizes how much radiation is in it. Roll your 15 dice, Slash.
Ouch.
There's only a few effects there.
Now, lead belly. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, let me
One
look
or
at it
all
real
of
quick.
them?
Lead belly. Tweet. At rank 1, you may re-roll the d6 to determine if you suffer radiation damage from irradiated food or drink. So re-roll the d6.
The d6. Okay, hold on. Do we have other radiated food that has more than 1 radiation?
Believe so. Let me check it real quick. Let's see. Let's see. That's just 1, but I have seen something. Can't remember.
And I'm trying to think too. I thought I saw it. Food.
Go slow.
Radiated 1. Blue clay. Radiated 1. Oh, come on. Surely there's something.
Because I have done that actually and had 2 dice pop up for my radiation. I just cannot remember what said thing it was.
Okay. Well, we won't spend too much time to find it because it's not coming up in the easy things to click on right now.
So I think we, at least when we talked about it the other time, we re-rolled both of the radiation dice. The last
Yeah.
time I took radiation from this thing that had, radiation.
Which
So
would
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good with 5.
instead of re-rolling all 15.
Yeah. That's less than half. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, you knew where I was
I
going. It was like,
will be getting that belly rank 2. You are immune to radiation damage from consuming irradiated food or drink.
yeah,
So, but it's going to take me a moment to get there. But I'm getting there
true. Yeah.
because I have to wait 4 levels. So I just picked it up like not the last time, but the time before last. So
Let's see, endurance level 1
or something like
plus
that.
Well, next time it requires level 5 or more because it's original first level, the first level one. So you only add 4 to that, so it's going to be level 5 to get rank 2, which you're well past.
Oh, I thought it was like you had to wait for rank
No,
after
no.
you got. Oh, dirt.
So the requirement
All
is
right,
level 1, and then the
I
plus
got
there
it.
means each rank after that will add a certain number.
Oh, so you have to be that level. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird. It should just say the level.
Well, no, it says in order to get the first rank, you got to be level 1. And then each time you take the perk, the level requirement of 1 increases by 4
Okay.
to become 5. And if it had more than 2 ranks, then it would be 9, and then 13, and then 17, and so forth. You just
Oh,
add
okay.
4 to the previous requirement.
Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Yeah, I did not read that right.
I didn't know you was reading
That
it
makes
wrong. I would have helped out.
that makes a lot of sense now. So, okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to put the 5 radiation on you. And you feel like as soon as you finish that bowl, you're like, oh man, that's good. It's filling. I feel really satisfied. But then almost immediately your stomach starts to turn. You feel like you've been hit with the biggest dose of radiation you've ever had in
Yeah.
your
All at
short
once, at
life.
least.
Yeah, all at once.
Yeah.
To the point where you're really starting to feel green. You're just about positive that you might actually be glowing right now with green. Jack, having since the radiation, and just as like here's Slash just taking the whole thing down. It's not when I say a bowl of soup, it's not your normal bowl like you'd have for cereal or anything. It's actually quite a bit smaller because their idea of this algae is it's much more filling, so you don't have to eat as much of it. So it's much probably about half the size of your typical breakfast bowl. So he's able to eat it really fast before you even get a chance to
Yeah,
say
and I
something
mean
about it.
that would be something that Slash would do anyhow.
Yeah.
So, just like gobble gobble,
Yeah.
He wouldn't, just kind of he knows if you've given food, eat it, kind of thing. So,
Never turn down free food unless
right.
it's radiated.
And you eat it fast, and you're like, oh, just because it's going to taste horrible.
Yeah.
And
And you're like, oh, that was,
Jack, will you be eating or drinking?
yes,
Okay.
how does algae taste?
bad. Just
Oh,
bad.
hey, you got
All right.
6.
Yeah, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like sure.
So that puts you at 7. And roll the 1 for what you call it? The dirty water as well.
Dirty water, yeah.
You just roll one blue one. Should be fine.
Yeah.
And one more.
Look at
radiation.
you.
Yeah, well, one more and I'll actually have,
So it should be at 8.
yeah, and when I hit the thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
well,
Oh,
I
they
hit
consume.
7. It just, on the reds, it went and, like, healed.
Okay.
So, it went down back down to 1.
Yeah, I think I'll have to look into that. They've updated how ghouls, because before you took the radiation just like a human, and we had to do the healing. But they've updated it now, so there's something going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it like automatic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's doing something automatic, but I don't know exactly. I imagine it's doing it every 3. Go just
Well,
roll
yeah, it's
3 of
supposed
them.
to be. Yeah. And
That's
it's
it.
back to 0.
And it's back to 0. I'm still seeing 3 on the combat tracker. But in there it's okay. I'll put it back to to 2 for now. Actually, wipe that out entirely. Put 8 in your now. Leave the 2 there and put 6 in your notes. You just have a little bit of excess energy radiation because you have the radiant heart. You have the ability to kind of hold on to that excess radiation. The leader of the settlement is sitting there watching closely as Slash consumes this algae. He kind of has a bit of a slight smile to his face. You think his face is pretty gone.
Is he smiling or smirking?
You're not sure. It's like
You're
half
not
his
sure.
lips are gone, so it's like
Right.
maybe.
So I'm going to try and surreptitiously as possible, sleight of hand, take some
Right away?
right away, right away, right away, right
Okay.
away, right away, like right away.
All
Sorry.
right.
I have let's see. I guess would that be agility and sneak? Let's see, sneak, stealthy movements and any physical actions you take not to be noticed. Yes. Okay.
Sneak will be the one.
And
I'm going to set it's going to be an opposed roll. So
all right, go for it.
let me set, he's going to roll first. There we go. Well, there you go. Difficulty is 0. Yeah, you don't even have to roll. Just take it.
Well, I mean, is there multiple people there or just him?
He's the only one that matters.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna roll anyhow.
Okay.
Not to get an AP
there's
or
a-
anything. I'm just
Yeah, to get the AP, I have to give it to you.
not to get an AP. Not to get an AP. I don't have it. I'm just saying. I just wanted to see. If I got a 2. That's cool.
Well, that
You got a success. So you
was
get
the
to
chance of a complication, so.
Well, I
Much
wasn't going
less,
to
I
force
think
that.
you should probably, at least get a success to do it. So.
Anyways.
Oh.
All right. So go and take your rat away. You're able to use it. Nobody really notices, except for Squire Thompson back there. You catch a glimpse of him looking at you as you're stuffing it, it's jabbing it into your backside so the ghouls in front can't see it, and he just kind of looks at you and shakes his head.
Yeah, I forgot it's not a pill. It's
It's an injection. It's kind of like
an
the
injection. Yeah.
Stimpaks.
Mm,
Oh, just you disconnected
Yeah.
there, Slash.
Yeah, I got kicked somehow, or something on my side crashed. So maybe when I took the right away. No, I didn't even take it. I just said I took it.
Yeah, you didn't take it yet. All right. Well,
so I'm moving back in.
yeah, just when you get in, take it. We'll keep on role playing until then.
Check it out.
right.
So with Slash down into the algae soup and now trying to get rid of his radiation, and you, Jack, having eat the soup as well under dirty water, and it's not affecting you at all. But you feel all the radiation coming from it, and you're feeling a little bit of a mix of pleasure and displeasure coming from the ghoul leader at the sight of how you are consuming it. It's not really affecting you, but a little bit of pleasure at how quickly Slash got sick.
Yeah, and just kind of look at the guy and like wait for the comments.
No, he doesn't really say much until you all finish eating, and then you say, "Well,
You said do you trade this?
we do." It's several of the brewers in your cities will buy it and use it for their alcohol.
Oh, it's got a kick, all right.
But on to business then. You have, in completing our request from yesterday, you have earned yourselves access to our city for the one day. Whatever it is you wish to do here, as long as it does not disrupt our way of living, you have today to do it. And then I expect you to be gone. Of course, his voice is much more gruff than that. I'm not doing that voice today.
That's fine. Well, thank you. Do y'all trade in caps, or do y'all have your own currency?
We typically trade item for item, but we do still deal in caps, but we prefer to trade in item for item. If you don't have any items that we're willing to trade for, then caps will suffice. We can use those when other traders come to buy things we do want.
Oh, is there anything in particular you want? I don't have much on me. I didn't bring my Brahmin with me. This is more like a, seeing what's happening kind of mission.
Nothing in particular that we are looking for now. Typically just the essentials.
Food, water, and medicine.
Yes, clothing. Some scraps so can repair our buildings, but not much more than that.
I do have some ammunition and a few weapons. Do y'all take those as well?
When we have need of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll get moseying into town and see if we can. I can do some trading. I like how different places do different things. I learn more.
Oh, very well.
And I look at Jack like, just kind of give him a big wide-eyed like, and then look back at the old dude.
He seems a little less interested at this point. But as I said, you have the day, and then he turns and leaves the building with his armed escort.
And I go actually just see. How much does that do? Okay. And pull diluted right away out and like I should have expected that. And jab slash.
Oh, there you go. That's mm-hmm. So that'd be another 2.
And slash looks like it still hasn't done your original right away.
Yeah, I didn't consume it. I was just talking about it. So.
And Jack, when you hit consume, it did yours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fine. I've
got
put it back. That's fine.
And I've got a diluted, so I'll just put 1 extra and then consume it.
All right.
Well, I appreciate that. Is he selling this to people, or? Well, I mean, not to say that you're not people. Not to say that you're not people. Man, I put my foot in my mouth a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it quite like that.
Well, Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea anyways, but he's trying to get rid of basically what's left of the normal folks around, I guess. And long and slow is a method. And looked at Thompson's like, so let's go talk to that historian so we can get out of here.
Thompson nods his head and says, "That sounds good to me."
When we head to, I'm going to be on the lookout for somebody who's maybe trading in this algae, or if I see a large container of said algae.
Yeah, most of the traders here are like just trading in regular old scrap. They don't really have there's no. Let me rephrase that. There's a few of them here that like specialize in one thing or another, like the one you met during last session that works on weapon mods. He used to do that before joining this settlement. So there's a few specialized persons like that, but for the most part, there's no you don't have individual trade stalls necessarily the same way some of your other settlements do, because they don't have anything here except for the essentials. So there's no oh, here's the clothing trader, here's the chem trader. They don't have that.
Sure. Gotcha.
However, asking around, you do find that if anybody that wants to buy algae, there is a building where they collect it at, and that is where other traders that are coming specific for the algae to use in their alcohol brewing and everything. That's where they go to trade for it at.
Okay.
So there is a building you can go to acquire some if you are so inclined.
I am so inclined.
All right. Let's handle that. Jack, will you accompany / on this, or will you go with Squire Thompson and the other brotherhoods to the historian?
I think I'll go with the Squire.
Okay.
Hey, Squire Thompson. Not that I like, I'm not really scared of nothing, but can I have, do you mind if one of your fellas, comes with me? Just in case I need to carry something?
Since you are such good mercenaries, I will allow this one time. But the Brotherhood are not pack Brahmin. Keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, no, it's not just that. I mean, it's always good to, at least have a free hand and, when you're in unfamiliar territory. So it's a tactical,
Very well. However, your first statement still stands in case you need somebody to carry something. He'll point to one of his initiates and indicate that he should go along with you. And you see the initiate kind of his shoulders drop a little bit, and he turns towards you and he's like, "Let's go."
As he's passing by me, I'm like, make sure if something needs carrying, it's Slash that's carrying it, and you're the one with the gun.
The initiate's eyes kind of shine a little bit. It's like, I'll try, but I'm technically under his orders now.
Oh, it's all right. Come on.
All right. You make your way over to this building. It's you know what double wides and single wides look like. It's essentially a single wide. I'm sorry, a double wide that's been converted into a warehouse, and nearby it is a single wide where it has a sign outside. This is trade for algae here. So would you like to try and approach the warehouse or go into the trade building?
I'd just go over to the trade building.
Okay. You make your way over there. You find inside another ghoul that you've not met yet. He's new to you.
Oh, Yeah. Well, do I see what they're storing, transporting, moving the algae? Like, large container, blah.
Yeah. So you see out back, those big blue barrels.
Yeah. Big water barrels. Yeah.
Yeah. As
Like
essentially,
55-gallon or something.
yeah, 55 gallon, I think. Essentially, it's that. But you're like, well, those are not being manufactured anymore, so that seems to be more like what they stored in here, and there's probably something else they transfer it to when they sell it to traders. Potentially, barrels are being made now, wooden barrels, or other scavenged containers.
Okay. All right.
Um, Give me
So before we
this won't affect
go
anything
ahead,
you're doing. This is just going to be to give me information real quick. Give me an intelligence science. Okay.
well, at least it wasn't complicated.
Okay. Go ahead with your question.
So I basically turned to my escort
Mm-hmm.
and asked him how much room we have um, in our transports.
Um, this is probably going
How
to be
many
wrong
beds?
as far as the actual Wanderer's Guide is concerned, but I'll say you got room technically
Hmm.
to put one of those 55 gallon drums in there. This is
Okay.
not me saying you can get a hold of a 55 gallon drum.
No,
That's
I'm
just
just
the amount of
saying.
room
Yeah,
you got.
I'm asking him. Yeah, I'm asking him how much room we have. I mean,
Yeah,
so you think
he
we could fit?
says
You
he,
think
he
we could
points at one
fit
of the
one
blue
of the barrels
things.
in there?
Yeah, we could
Okay.
probably fit that in there with all of us. Power armor's on the outside. But yeah, probably that.
Alrighty. So then we'll go up, and hit the trade office.
All right. Inside, like I said, you find another ghoul there who's you not met him yet. He doesn't look familiar to you. Although at this point, being in this city of ghouls, you're not sure yet if you really know how to tell the difference between the different ghouls, except to try and map out what skin they have left, what skin they don't have. And you're like, well, Johnny over there is missing the right side of his face, or Jim's missing the chin part of his skin. But you haven't really put it all together quite yet. So as far as you know, you've not met this ghoul yet. You're fairly certain you haven't. He sees you come in. He looks up and comes over to the counter and says, well, welcome. I don't think I've seen you around before. You're not one of our regular traders.
No, we come in for the day, and I, I just realized that some of the people that I trade with might want to use some of your algae to make their brewing and stuff. So, I wanted to see if I could get some and take back with me so they could see it for themselves.
I see. I see. Well, we can certainly make a deal, I think. What you got with you for trade?
Well, I do have caps. Let's see, I, I got a few caps, but I do have some other items and things. Uh, mm, and I'll pull out like some medicine stuff, like a blood pack and um, some. Well, I kind of think of cram as medicine, so I'll pull it out as well. Um, um, a Nuka Cola, um, uh, some purified water.
At the sight of purified water, he just kind of stands back. Get that away. Yeah, but there's a lot of things here we're not going to open. That right there, hide that. He,
Sorry.
he's
Yeah,
very like all like doesn't even want to be near the purified water.
Okay. So I have some Radaway and Rad-X, and also pull out a few stim packs. Any of the medicine things? I even have a diffuser. These things are hard to come by sometimes.
He takes a like one of those little hand brooms, and he uses that to push the anti-radiation meds back towards you. Get those out of here. What do you think we are? Yeah. And he looks at the stim packs. And he goes, "Those are good." The diffuser.
So
I
I
don't remember
pulled
what it
out
does.
I pulled out 5 stim packs, and then what did you say? Oh, it's a stim pack diffuser. So if you have a super stim pack, you can put it in the diffuser, and it mist an area.
Okay.
It's good for a group of people, but it dilutes the stim to people get 4 instead of 8 from the super stim pack.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, with just us being 2 people most of the time, it hasn't really been like, well, I could just use this. It's not worth it. But
Yeah.
it's good for a group of people can really benefit from it. But just 2 people, I'd rather just use the super stim pack. So and I've got another diffuser, so
So
it's
he's
reusable, kind of thing.
he
Go ahead.
sorts the stim packs over into a pile,
Mhm.
like it's the good pile. What else did you say you put out there? Oh, cram. He pushes the cram back towards you. We don't need none of that either.
Oh, okay. Um, hmm. Uh, uh, Trying to see if I have anything that is radiated. Well, do y'all, you need much food? I didn't. Well, actually, I didn't bring any food with me. I probably brought enough to keep myself from going. I
Yeah,
got a
we,
box
we
of shotgun
we make our own
shells,
food.
and I got a box of shotgun shells, and he pulls out a box of 50 shotgun shells.
Yeah, he'll push that over with the stim packs.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm looking at your inventory, trying to imagine what things are kind of out on the outside of your
Right.
get up. I just saw your special name on your rifle. I knew you had it, but seeing it is different.
I'd like to change the whole name, but because of the mods, it puts in all the other stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I don't know if there's a way around that right now. Unless you rename the mods, you could potentially
yeah. Well, I
take the
guess I
prefix off
could.
the mods.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to think about that.
Once they're
I
on
was
your weapon, you can
concerned.
modify them, I think.
Okay. I was concerned that might, I didn't want to like break
Oh no!
anything by doing that. Okay.
If you just modify the prefix of the mod, the name
Okay.
prefix, it won't change anything else about it. That's just so you can quickly identify. Oh yeah, it's got the automated
Mm-hmm.
receiver on this weapon, kind of thing.
See.
But yeah, all right. So what was cheesecake? Is that your shotgun?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's a shotgun shell. I just saw it. Um, so you see him. He's eyeing that shotgun as he pushes the blood packs towards
Oh,
the no good
yeah.
pile. Um, he
Sorry.
sees on your waist that he's also eyeing. Like you, I think you probably got a couple like the canteens on your waist, maybe with the dirty water on there. You see him
Yeah.
eyeing that.
I mean,
He's
I do have the submachine gun and the shotgun and the rifle. And
yeah.
I'm like, I
Do you have
got
a regular shotgun on you?
No, I don't. I
No,
don't. I
just
don't.
cheesecake. All right, so he's eyeing
Just
cheesecake
cheesecake.
as he's like we can take the dirty water there, and he starts his fingers are just kind of tapping the top of the shotgun shells as his eyes keep going back to the shotgun.
Maybe I should have got more of the submachine gun, but anyhow, um,
Um,
yeah,
I need. Say,
there
if
we
you
go.
got any clothing? We could use some clothing on occasion. Nothing fancy, just some normal stuff. Our clothing tends to wear out.
I got
So,
this. I got another coat, and I'll pull out like this heavy coat out of my backpack. It's
all
basically the
right.
same thing I'll be wearing, a long, heavy leather duster. So it was rolled up in the bottom of my pack just in case this one gets messed up.
Okay. Yeah, he pushes that over to the good pile.
Two is one.
Hmm?
I said two is one in that regards.
Yeah,
Always make sure you have an extra duster. So,
yeah,
kind of like a towel. Oh, make sure you have a towel.
yeah,
Always
yeah.
make sure you have a duster. Um,
And then he sees the lantern on the back on your backpack as you're finagling with getting stuff out. He's like, light sources are always good too. And he keeps on, tapping his fingers on the shotgun shells as his eyes goes back to that shotgun again.
well, I got a couple. Well, yeah, I guess I could give you the lantern. Yeah. Okay. I got. Yeah, I got Uncle Jack around. He can see in the dark. I think. Right. I don't know. Anyhow, um,
He can glow up. He can glow, let you see.
I think he sees in the dark. I don't know. Can he do that? Um, yeah. I guess that's pretty much all I have. Didn't really. I do have caps though. So I mean, if you'll,
Oh
I
no,
could
no.
part with.
This here is good. We don't need any caps here. He wraps his fingers on the shotgun shells again and kind of looks at it. The initiate standing there behind you kind of comes up just behind your shoulder and just whispers in your ear and says, "I think he really likes your shotgun there."
Oh, oh, sorry, something got caught in my throat. Oh. Uh.
Oh,
Mm,
you're allergic to giving away a shotgun?
uh, I got a catch in my throat. Do y'all have cats around here?
Well, this is it. I can do with this. And he turns around. He rummages around underneath the counter area. He comes back out with a mason jar. It's well, your typical mason jar full of
Right.
the algae. He sets it on the counter there in front of you and says, "That right there, that's enough in there to make probably 500 or so alcohol drinks, beers, whatever you want to make out of it. A little bit goes a long way."
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I had to have a whole barrel full to do something.
Oh no, no, just this little bit right here. This is a month's supply for some of our bigger clients.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That'd be a lot easier to transport. Wow. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to hire me some Brahmin or something to take all this stuff. Okay. Well, how much will that cost me then?
Well, this pile right here. He
Oh,
taps the pile that you've made over there, all the stim packs, the coat, the lantern, the shotgun shells. Um, what else was it that he saw?
yeah.
The dirty water
Um. Oh, the dirty water. Damn it. Okay. And the duster.
and the
The
duster. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Oh, and the
Oh.
stim pack diffuser.
Oh, and the diffuser. Dang
Yeah.
it. All right. All right. Open up my mouth. Whew, that sucker was expensive. Well, not expensive. It's hard to find. No, it was expensive. All right. So 200. I'm trying to calculate how many caps this is worth.
Sure. Yeah.
200. Wow. Um, okay. Goodness. Sure. All right. I'm going through. All right. So 50. How much was a shotgun? He's doing all the calculations. Well, that was a fair amount of money for that little jar there.
Well, just think about it.
Cap.
I get
Excuse
all
me,
this. You get this month's supply. With this month's supply, you can make enough to make all this back, and probably 3 or 4 times this much back.
Well, I hope my friend, this is an investment. I have to remember that. So next time you might want like more clothing and I could tell you like my shotgun, but it's kind of like my third leg.
Well, these shotgun shells ain't gonna do me much good without something to put them in.
That's true. I'd tell you what, maybe. Hey, I didn't get your name, sir. I'm looking at my escort. Um, do we have any extra shotguns?
He sits there and shakes his head. We have energy weapons.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Uh, can we? I'll bring a shotgun. I'll bring a really nice shotgun the next time I'm here.
Well, my name's Chesty, and if you hand over that there shotgun, not only will I give you this jar right here, you get 5 more like it. So this pile of goods right here equals this jar. That shotgun equals 5 of these jars. You could walk out here with 6 of them. That's a 6-month supply. And just think of all the caps you'd be swimming in after selling all that alcohol.
Well, I can get another shotgun. I mean, what do you think? And I look up at my escort.
Oh no, I can't answer that one because then that's the GM influencing a little too much.
So corked eyebrow and just shaking head kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Well, if you like it that much, can you give me 6? And here we go. Junktown jerky vendor, smooth talker. Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. All right.
If we're doing it, we're doing it.
It is an opposed row. Ooh, 4 successes. That is a difficulty 4.
All right. So Junktown jerky vendor reduces the difficulty by 1.
By 1. All right, so it's now down to 3.
Yeah. When you make smooth talker, when you make a barter or speech test as a part of an imposed test, you may re-roll the you may re-roll a d20.
Okay.
So,
Using up those action points, you've been saving it for 2 sessions now.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so re-roll 1 with the what was it? The Junktown
Smooth talk.
Or smooth talk. Yeah.
In addition to, basically. Okay, so I didn't. All right. So I guess I'm using 3 luck.
Yep. No.
2. Oh, 2 luck.
Only reroll.
2 luck. Yeah, because the one's already been re-rolled.
Gotcha. Yeah, thank you. Looky Vicky.
All right, what is your target number? That's 11. So all right.
Yeah.
Do your
And
tag
I
in
am-
speech, right?
No, see, that's so weird that I'm not tagged in speech. So, but
Why were you
yeah.
doing speech then? Why weren't you doing barter?
Oh, I I don't even I don't know why, but yes, I'm tagged in barter, but I don't know why I grabbed speech. I don't know. So
All right, so hold on.
yeah,
Speech is 3. So all this is the same. It's the exact same
yeah,
dice roll. The only
yeah.
difference is the
I'm just
tagging. So we'll count it as
right.
using barter.
Okay, yeah.
Because this
I
is a
just
barter
grabbed it because
situation.
it was yeah.
So your barter is 3, which means your critical range is 3. So that
It's
technically that
yeah.
would have been a 2 success earlier.
Oh, okay.
That 2 is a critical, and then the other 2 is a critical, and the 4 is a 1. So that's a total of 5 successes now after your rerolls. Needed 3, so 2 action points are earned back here.
All right.
And after haggling with him back and forth and pulling out, cheesecake and showing him all the different mods and, how
Showed
much it
them.
costs
I
you to put
mean,
the
it's
mods on
automatic.
there and what
I
it
mean,
does and
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
he
yeah.
finally relents his, all right, fine.
But,
I'll give you
I'm
6 jars for the
even
shotgun.
I'm even leaving the the leather that I've wrapped around the holster where it fits right in my shoulder and just all that good stuff. So pouring it in.
All right. So he puts another 6 jars on the counter. There are now 7 jars on the counter. He puts his hand
Woohoo!
around the pile and the shotguns and reaches out his other hand for across the jars, so it kind of like prevents you from taking the jars until the shotgun is in his hand. Then he just kind of pulls it all off to
Oh,
his side of the counter.
all right. Let me go to my inventory. Man, I just changed the name on that thing too.
Sorry.
Where is she at? No, it's all good. It's all good. So what should I do? Should I just pull it off,
Right click the
or
lightning
no? I can.
bolts
Oh,
and hit the delete item.
okay. All right.
And I'm going
That's
to add
so.
the algae to your inventory.
I appreciate that. Confirm delete. Oh. She got wow! And even the little side panel that I had open for the weapon disappeared. Oh, and it's a cheesecake. Mm. All right. Well, I still got the assault rifle.
I don't know if I'm spelling that right or not, but whatever.
If it's on my character sheet, it'll be fine.
Yeah. You'll know. It's
I'm like,
called ghoul algae.
all right.
Actually, I'm going to change it to a consumable food. And this jar, ghoul algae jar is what we're going to call it. This jar actually has 3 bowls worth in there. So 3 times 15, that's 45 radiation.
Gotcha. All right.
It does not heal any HP. It does not heal any rads. The
Come
cost
on.
has a dash in there because it's kind of going to be like
All right.
you got to figure that out as you go. And I'm going to leave the rest of that blank because I'm not going to give away anything else about this ghoul algae.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep. I pretty much figured it. Well, yeah, to be about 1,000 caps is what for at least that first one. Now the other ones, the weapon itself is not that much, but it's just that I had to get it modded, and I'll have to do it again. And but still with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Where is it? Auto. There it is. Okay. What you doing, Dave?
Oh man, my microphone is muted.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of half wondered about that.
Nobody said anything. Oh my goodness.
I was like,
I don't even
yeah,
know
it's a
how I
little bit.
muted it.
It's a little past what his normal pause is. He'd say something by now. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I muted it. The
It's
button's
about 30 seconds.
sensitive, I guess. All right. Nope. I'm still not coming through. Do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Well, something weird's going on with my... Well, it's coming through there. Well, that's weird. My audio indicators are showing that I'm not speaking.
Hmm.
Which is... But it's going through on Twitch. Okay. Okay. We'll
That's
roll
right. You
with it.
took dirty water. You took my dirty water.
Yeah, I took
Wrong
that
button.
dirty water off your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm making sure I'm going through and deleting, the stuff. So, all right.
Okay, there we go. Now the audio meter is looking right. Okay. What's the last thing y'all heard me say? Since I apparently muted myself.
Dude was the trader had just got the gun, and
Yeah, I was showing him all the little bits and parts. Yeah,
Okay.
and we were talking about the price and stuff of the of it. You had set it at 0, and I was like, yeah, it's probably about 1,000 caps, or at least the first one was.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the other 7, it's made it. That was an emotional buy right there.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know what else to say. It wasn't anything important because the important things I still remember, but I guess there's nothing important there. So while you were over there wheeling and dealing and trading away your precious cheesecake, we will never call it a shotgun again. It's always just going to be cheesecake. So that we confuse people.
Cheesecake.
He traded away his cheesecakes for some alcohol algae.
Right? And I love that cheesecake.
It was a good cheesecake.
It was the best cheesecake.
Jack and Squire Thompson arrive at the historian's house.
Did he take the? I offered a Nuka-Cola. Did he take that?
Oh no, he did not take that.
All right. Well, okay.
As you arrive at the historian's house, the kid comes running out. Looks like he's just finished breakfast, and he's now headed out to the playground. And he sees you and gives a quick wave and keeps on running. As he does, you see a sugar bomb kind of fall out of his pocket and onto the ground. And then you turn towards the door. It looks open and unlocked. The front area appears to be just shelves full of books and papers and writings. Kind of like this is intended as the area where the public is allowed to come into, but beyond that is their private house. What would you like to do?
Step in, look for the desk, or unless he is just kind of standing there, or don't have a desk.
What? Wrong pipe. Yeah, he's standing there. No real desk anywhere. I mean, there's a table in the center where there's several chairs around. You notice that there's some paper and pencils there where he's been potentially writing some more stuff down, keeping another record. But he's kind of just standing there, having just seen his son off to go outside and play. He hasn't really gotten into doing anything yet in this makeshift library. He sees you come in. Of course, he greets you first, Jack. He's like, welcome, another fellow ghoul, maybe come to settle down with us other ghouls in this fine city away from the Smoothskins. No offense, he says towards Squire Thompson. I'm sure you're one of the fine, upstanding, smooth skins, doesn't care, doesn't see the skin tearing or anything like that. Thompson just kind of looks at him and says, well, oh, you handle this, he says to you, Jack, as he kind of turns and walks back towards the door.
I was so hoping that wasn't as prevalent an attitude as it seems to be. Anyways, we've run across some information that's said there was supposed to be a vault in or around Los. So we were hoping to find confirmation, or at least in perhaps a more concrete location.
Oh, yes, the vault. There have been rumors about the vault. Many rumors around here. But nobody has really discovered it. However, there are some more credible rumors than others. There have been a few travelers, visitors that have come by, and they followed up on a couple of these rumors, and we've never heard from them since. Most of the time, people come by and they follow whatever rumor they've got, and they come back looking for more rumors or looking for more information. But there is the occasional, and I believe I know which rumors they were following up on, that they never show back up. Now, they could be dead. They could have found the vault. Or they could have not found it and just gave up. I don't know. But if that is what you're seeking, I could give you the rumor that I think is most likely, since it's the one that has the most people not returning.
Certainly.
What are you offering in return?
Well, do you want information? Do you want material trade?
Unlike many of my fellow ghouls here in the city, I do prefer to get lower information. However, paper and writing utensils is also a high priority for me. So if you have interesting stories I can write down, or if you have the materials with which I can record the history, either of which would be good. I will, of course, have to determine after a story if it's enough to warrant the rumor. Perhaps a story about your brotherhood there.
Ah. Haven't done much with the Brotherhood, but mayhaps some of my misadventures after the bombs fell and before moving to Texas. And
that could be very interesting. Which parts did you deal in? Hang on one second. I need to. Oh, dadgummit, why is it not there? We'll do it this way. This is where we're going to start building a little bit of a backstory for what we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So before you moved to Texas, where where did you go? And as he asks that question, he turns around, he grabs several blank sheets of paper and a pencil, and he does the dabbing of the pencil lead on his tongue to get it wet. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. It's in the movie, so we're going to put it here. I've never done it myself. It's like the pencil lead doesn't need that.
I think it's a holdover from back when ink pens were more along the lines of the needed to dip in whatever. But yeah, and start actually the worst day of Jack's life, and good 50 years of the highlights, and in Appalachia, and not saying, well, the best known names, but otherwise just not really going into who.
Okay.
And like, well, there's this time I happened to run into first time I ever ran into a gulper. That took me a week and a half to regrow a hand. And just trying to basically the best parts, or the more relevant parts of what happened. I'm trying to think. My head ain't in it. Oh. And maybe go through and went a little further north, wound up in Good Neighbor before it was Good Neighbor. That didn't last very long, and just trying.
Okay.
Can't come up with details very well.
All right, that's all right. I'll be getting some of that, but this gives us a little bit of a peek. As you begin to wrap up the story, it takes a little while to tell the story. He's writing it down furiously. He's got several pages, not quite a book's worth of pages, but he's got quite a few. You seem to think what you've seen of his writing looks like he's doing a little bit of shorthand writing that he will then expand later, but that way he can keep up with the story that's being told. But near the end of it, you notice that, or you don't really notice, but Slash begins making his way over, and he makes his way inside near the end of the story. And Slash, you think you hear the word lumberjack and highborn being thrown around a couple of times. As you hear the tail end of this, it doesn't really ring any bells for you at this moment.
Gotcha.
Since you wouldn't really, a little bit of meta. Slash would not know his parents by their nicknames.
And they probably wouldn't talk about stuff like that much, just to not have me talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. So you hear lumberjack and highborn thrown out a couple of times, and then Jack ends with, and well, then we met back up in Carbon, and here we are now. And with that, the historian, he takes a few more notes. You and Slash and Jack, you stand in the corner speaking for a minute, and Jack explains, well, he wanted a story in exchange for the rumors, and so I gave him one. And then he finishes up and says, well, that's a mighty fine story, and were you anybody else, I would say it's a bunch of hogwash, but you are a ghoul of some age. So, well, we'll say I believe. If nothing else, it'll make a good adventure story for the kids. And now for your payment. There is supposedly on the outskirts of Los, there's an old fueling station. It wasn't one of the Red Rockets that was all famous and everything. It was a little bit more of a small version, barely hanging on with the rise of Red Rocket, of course. But supposedly, the entrance to a vault was in that area. Now, if it's the vault that you're looking for, I can't say. It could just be the private vault of whoever owned that refilling station. But that's where most people that follow up on that rumor, a good 9 out of 10 of them, they never come back.
All right. And
Y'all, do you do you know much about that area?
Not a whole lot. We don't really venture out that way very often. It's not nothing really left to scavenge over there. It's that building's definitely seen better days.
all right. Kind of look towards Squire Thompson. I'm presuming he's still in the building if he's not.
Yeah, he just kind of stood over in the corner a little bit. Based on your reading of him, he was more just like, I don't know how to respond to this guy. Because you've seen Squire Thompson interacting with the ghouls in the Brotherhood. He's never treated you any differently or anything. So when he was confronted with that idea that he might be one of those kinds of people, and that way he just like better to say nothing.
And so, well, if it's as bad as it sounds, might want to pull around town and armor up before we actually start looking.
Yeah, I need to put these jars somewhere.
Thompson looks at the jars as you pull one of them out of your backpack, and he just kind of he shakes his head. After what that did to you this morning, you wanted more of it?
Oh, of course. I want it, I'm going to see if I can brew me some beer.
Thompson looks at the historian and asks him very politely, would you mind showing us precisely, or as precise as possible, where this refueling station is on the map? And he pulls out a map of the local area, and the historian points at it, and Thompson marks it down. And I say, well, we'd be leaving the city, the settlement altogether.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, so that was a map that Thompson took out?
Yeah, he pulled out a physical map.
Okay, all right. So I'd like to look, oogle over that while, they're talking.
Sure. You take a look at it. It appears to be a county map of Texas. And it's a pretty thick book. So you have like the larger map with all the counties, kind of like the atlases.
Yeah, gotcha. And it's atlas for the county. Okay.
Yeah,
and then he goes to that particular page, and
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. So what they've done, they figured out, oh well, we're in this area, so that must be what this, this. And so he's figured out as close as he can what the pre-war name of this county was, and by the estimations of what they have on your on the maps back at bases, and compare it to this physical map here, because they don't have pit boys, so they're not really able to carry maps around with them the way you can, right. Pit boy. But from what you can see, they've done a really good job, at least with this county. What they're looking at on the big map, and then drilling down to the individual county map, and the rest of the pages, they're accurate as to where they're at, and And you take note of where they put the location at for this refueling station as well.
Yeah, so, like if there's any coordinates or anything like that, I'm going to try to remember as best I can. I'll figure it out.
You can plug it right into your Pip-Boy.
Well, I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay. Then take a... Let's
I
adjust the
guess
difficulty
basically
here.
what I'm going to do is I was going to ask him after we, get separated. So,
Okay.
if he has it on the map, on his map, and then he could just show me, and then we can do that later.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's got it marked there, and he turns back to Jack and says, "Yeah, I mean, we'll be leaving the settlement here. It's definitely on the outskirts of the settlement. Not just the outskirts. I think it's a little bit further than the outskirts. So we'd be leaving settlement about a mile or two, probably beyond the border."
Sounds perfectly good to me. And look to the historians like, well, do you know if there were any other locations like the next best?
He describes a couple other spots too. There's a mansion not too far outside of the settlement. People say that they were executives at Vault-Tec, so the vault was built underneath their house. But most people come back from that one. Not many people go off investigating that one and then never come back. And he gives you a couple others, but none of them really sound quite as promising. As far as the data he's able to collect as what is more promising and what isn't, based on his own data, the one that is most promising is the refueling station.
All right. And okay, look to Slash and Thompson's like, do you think we have everything, or
Unless there's Thompson says, unless there's someone else in town that knows more, that's probably the best we're going to get.
not that I've heard, and if the only other person I can think of that might, well, I don't think he wants to talk to you any more than you want to talk to him. And go look to the historian and basically try to, like, tip the hat, kind of, thank you for your time, and...
Oh, it's my pleasure. I appreciate the story.
Oh, I missed the story. Man.
Yeah, well, the highlights 200 years of misadventures and hijinks. Some of them you've heard before.
Well, if it's a story I've heard before, maybe that's all right, I guess. I do like a story, though. Man. Next time, wait for me. Anyhow. I got 7 jars. Had to give up the cheesecake, though. He looks very perturbed. Sorry.
And yeah, so heading for the truck.
All right. We're going to take a break here while we're now getting into some good stuff here. So we're going to take a quick break while I get the encounter ready. Yep, we'll be back in, say, between 5 and 10 minutes. All right.
All right. See you then.
Right, there we go. We're off. For a moment. Let me, where did I put that at? I'm fairly certain I created an encounter as well. Not just quest to describe it. Yep, there it is. There it is. Got it. Oh, this is nice. Because I'm starting to convert all this stuff over to an actual module. So I can sell it on the Forge.
That sounds awesome.
So I'm building. Things are much more structured now beforehand, which is nice. All right, there's that mission. That's it. I'm gonna update that there, but let's see who's got the better info.
And Jeremy, what is your actual plan with that shit?
Oh, I'm out of character, but gonna try to see, hand it off to somebody so they can test it and figure out, what it is, how much, blah, and also, take it to, brewers and say, hey, this ghoul said he was doing this, is he full of,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm not actually gonna be brewing anything with it. I'm trying to figure out, what's going on. Because I know, I mean, if I've got a lead belly and it hit me hard, I know that, something's wrong with it. But I didn't really want to, I'm like, okay, this is the one time I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
So,
Learning discretion slowly.
yeah. I'm like, okay, this is an important enough thing that I'm going to keep my mouth shut about. So. So yeah, I'm really just, getting ready to investigate, do some of my investigation.
Okay, so 1 jar to Chuck, 1 jar up north, to the Brotherhood, and 5 to whoever's willing to look into it.
Yeah,
Okay. Liking this town.
You are liking this town?
More and more I'm not,
More
because...
and more you're not.
Yeah, because, I mean, it seems kind of, with the kid and all that other stuff, I'm like, okay, this is important.
Yeah.
So, he didn't take that too nice, too easily. But he's just, he's secretly hiding his emotions right now. They might pop out later.
Okay.
Oh,
That's ready. You shouldn't really see much right now
No,
on the map.
but
Do ignore what you see at the moment.
Okay. I'm away from the computer at the moment, so.
Okay. I'm going to push my map up so that the stream only sees your tokens for the moment. All right. Aside from the luck that you already spent, make sure, or spent today, go and refresh your luck since you guys did have essentially a long rest before this morning started.
all right.
And that. Okay. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, then we'll get started.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. I'll be right back. Have a thing. Okay. Secret vault entrance. Gotta love it. Oh, excuse me.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Sean?
Yes.
Yes. All right. All right, and we're back. Got the encounter ready. However, before we get to the actual encounter, you guys arrive at this refueling station. You had to take the long way around because the roads to it were completely devastated in the war. Other things have happened since the Great War as well. When you finally arrive at the location, you find that this refueling station is all but collapsed. Much of the roof has caved in into the interior. The area where vehicles would have gone in for repairs or getting their different fluids changed is inaccessible entirely. So Squire Thompson pulls the vehicle up, the Humvee, as close as he can get it to the building, and everybody gets out. He sets the initiates to guard the outer perimeter, keep an eye on the vehicle, all the gear that we're leaving behind, and just the general area. And if they encounter anything, one of them is to immediately come find Squire Thompson and let him know, while the other two maintain the perimeter. That being said, it is now up to you to begin searching this area to see if there is anything to the rumors of a vault here. How would you like to proceed?
I am equipping my Raider power armor.
I thought you got it all switched out.
What's that?
I thought you got it all switched out.
Well, I mean, it's still called Raider power armor. So.
Oh, you can change that if you want to. So the map that you guys are on right now is not where you're at in the narrative right now.
Okay.
So don't worry about the map just yet.
All right. So
Yeah, I don't have a map for the refueling station because it's not intended to be the actual encounter.
all right. So basically, send Bane up closer, sniff around,
Okay.
like broadly speaking, the hunting dog kind of deal, not.
All right.
And
Bane runs up. He begins sniffing around. He's running around. He eventually disappears into the rubble. You're not too concerned. Looks like this building's kind of settled already. You don't think anything else will fall on him while he's in there. And he can, of course, access a few things that you guys can't. And if he finds something deeper in, then you can work on a potential excavation at some point if you were to find something like that. You don't see any signs or anything on the outside of the building. Do you want to just sit back and let Bane do the work, or do you want the two of you want to try and get in closer and look around?
well, while Bane's looking around the inside, I'm gonna try a circle, see if the Vault-Tec symbol shows up anywhere on the outside. Maybe see if there's smells a stairway or what looks like an out of place down ramp into the ground.
Okay. You begin walking around. You do see. You think
And,
there's.
I'm just gonna Overwatch.
Okay. All right. So, Jack, you begin walking around. You do see what you believe is what would have been like paved sidewalk that goes around the entire building, which is fairly normal for the gas stations or refueling stations at this point. But nothing really stands out about it except that it's round. It goes around the entire building. There are parts of it here and there that are broken up or it looks like a different pattern. As far as logos go, you do see on the side of the building a very faded logo. You can clearly make out a C, and then there's another letter that the brick has fallen away, but you see the curve of another letter, and it looks like it's all on the side of a circle. But nothing that you recognize. It seems very much like this is a local mom and pop refueling station, most likely, since you don't even come close to recognizing the logo.
All right.
Not a Red Rocket?
No,
Nope, not a Red Rocket. Do a mind other on Bane.
All right.
You better mind me. I mean,
Oh,
Ooh. You can spend your luck.
yeah. I don't want him getting squished.
All right, so he does not succeed, but he's also fine. I need you to give me as you're looking around, you start to pay attention to the sidewalk patterns, and you notice that the pattern changes only in one area. Give me a perception survival. All right. So this area where it changes at, you start to look a little bit closer and you realize that the rubble here is not real.
All right.
And as you get closer, you try to move it around a little bit, and this one piece of rock that should weigh at least 50, 75 pounds, it just moves out of the way when you push it with your finger.
It's foam.
Mm.
So I holler out, think I found something. And call for Bane to just come out.
Okay. Bane comes around and back to you. Squire Thompson comes from the other side of the building to check on you. Slash, are you going to stay on Overwatch, or are you going to come over and check out what has been discovered?
so I want to give Overwatch in a way that they're fully comfortable so that I'm assisting them, in that, so they can spend their full, attention looking at whatever, because they know that I have them protected.
Okay.
So
Along with the
if they look
initiates.
anything, go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, so if they need a help action, I'm helping them by overwatching.
Okay. All right.
So.
So along with the initiates who are watching the area as well, you add your eagle eyes to this. Short one cheesecake.
Yeah.
And you just keep an eye out as they begin to delve into what is here. As Bane arrives, he comes out from a window that's up above this area that you're now looking at, Jack. And he goes to start coming down the rubble. And as he does, he loses his footing because the rubble is well fake, and it starts to fall out from underneath him. Fortunately, it is fake. It's kind of foam and everything, so he doesn't get injured. But he ends up at your feet, kind of sprawled on the ground, a little bit of surprise in his eyes. And he jumps back up and turns around and starts growling towards the direction of this fake rubble. Squire Thompson arrives and says, well, it seems like something at least.
Yeah, and so obviously, it doesn't seem to be trapped, so start to move slowly some of the rubble away and the lighter stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and
All right.
kind of watching to see if somebody set a mine or whatever, just in case.
Okay. Do a strength survival.
Okay.
And now a endurance survival.
Okay. Default.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
that gets you an extra point. All right. It takes you about 20 minutes or so because even the larger fake rubble is very light. Between you and Squire Thompson and Bane sitting there grinding each piece that you throw out of the way, you get this area cleared out and you find that there is like a storm cellar. There's a few steps that goes down a little bit below surface level, like 5 or 6 steps, and then a door is inside there. And it looks as though at some point there was a way to actually completely mask this, and it looked entirely like sidewalk, like it slid out from underneath the other sidewalks or from underneath the building to cover up the stairs and the door itself and just make it look like one piece of sidewalk. But that looks to have been destroyed because you can see parts of the shelving that had that on there is still sticking out, but it's broken into pieces. And so the rubble was created to cover it up instead. But the door is now exposed, and it doesn't look to be trapped. It doesn't look like there's a lock on this door. It looks to have just a very rudimentary latch on it that you can just easily lift and walk on through.
Okay. And I look to Thompson and say, I'm guessing normal cover and you cover, I open?
Sounds
I
good to
got
me.
power armor. Oh, are you in your power armor?
Yeah, just there are
Yeah.
things that can blow straight through power armor, and
Yeah, I'm just
I wouldn't do
But
that. I've reset your rested stuff. Slash is now rested. Jack and Thompson are both tired after because not just the physical exertion of this, but being careful and not looking for traps and everything took a little bit of extra strain on you.
all right. So open the door,
Mm-hmm.
and
You see a tunnel.
okay, and okay. So probably not the dumbest thing. Tap the light, because it looks like there are little headlamps on these power armors.
Yeah, you got one.
Okay, so turn it on and sweep the tunnel.
All right, it is a narrow tunnel. You think if you were not in power armor, you could get 2 people side by side through this tunnel, but since you're in power armor, it is a 1-person wide tunnel. And it goes on for quite a ways. You see it bend somewhere, and it seems to have a downward slant.
All right, and look up to where Slash is and is like, well, this looks to be the place. And then send Bane 10 feet in front and start going down the tunnel.
Okay. Thompson will follow you, Jack. Slash, will you be following?
Oh, of course.
All right. The just before heading out, Thompson gives extra info to the initiates so they now know. Watch this position. This is where you'll come in to find me if you need anything or something happens up here. But otherwise, they will be watching the entrance, make sure nothing else follows you. As Bane runs on ahead, he's about 10 feet or so ahead, you begin to hear him growling. He's not liking the smells he's getting from forward, but he doesn't seem to alert to anything immediate in the area. After about 20 minutes or so of walking and going down, you're not entirely sure how far down because this tunnel's been slanting downwards the entire time. But in some areas it went flat to turn a corner or something like that, but for the most part it's been going down. You've seen a mix of just dug out tunnel and some areas where there are braces put up. So you've seen a mixture of wooden braces, you've seen some metal braces, you've seen full on like metal walls, floor, and ceiling in some areas that you've walked through. Like they were planning to build a solid metal corridor through here. About 20 minutes later, you emerge into an open cave. And at the far end of that cave, at this area here and right here, you see lights.
Electric or fire?
Electric.
Okay.
At this spot here, you see many, many small lights, all flickering, and there is one dim light that is consistent. From this spot here, from your current position, what you see is a couple of solid yellow lights high above the floor.
All right.
Oh, ignore that one.
Are
That was an unintentional ping.
the
What would you
lights
like to do?
are the lights projected at us or just like they're just
They're
like straight?
non-projection lights.
Okay, so just area. Okay, like a street light. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bane up to there, and
When Bane arrives there, his hair bristles. And he stops. He begins to alert, and he's got a low growl that you've become accustomed to hearing, but it's the one he uses when he's trying to stay silent and unseen.
okay. So move to next to him.
All right.
I'm gonna tell him to hold on, and I want to move forward and check for demolitions, any mines or anything like that.
Okay. Oh, why is that going so slow? There we go. So as you get there, Jack, when you arrive, you begin to see what Bane is alerting to around here. These are gore bags. And you've seen those before. You know exactly what that means. Slash, give me a explosives check.
Okay.
With whatever its default is.
Gotcha. I'm trying to figure out. It's on here somewhere. Where is it? Explosives. There it is. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hey. You don't see any explosives in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
So within medium range, you don't see any explosives.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, it looks. It don't look like they put any mines or anything. What's that over there? Pointing to, like. Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. That's not the thing to do. There we go. That's right. Yeah, that.
Yep. And Gorbag, looks like we've got some of your least favorite mutants.
Oh, and I just sold my cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, it was not an elaborate plan.
I,
That was
I
made up
looked to the
months ago.
sky. I looked to the sky. Damn you all to hell. No.
It was an elaborate plan that came up the moment you decided you wanted more algae.
Alright,
I
so
totally understand.
It was like, oh, he wants
Man,
algae?
spread
What
would
can
be
I
really
do?
good. The spread would be really good for super mutants.
and just your Bane back a little.
Okay. Over here, you see that the steady glow is coming from a computer terminal. The other flickering lights, this is a server apparatus. And now that you're closer to here, you see that this is indeed a vault door. However, there is no number on it. Jack, you would find this a bit off. Since you've been around a little bit longer, you've seen other vault doors. You even saw them in the advertisements, saw them when they're being built, and they always had a number. This one does not.
Not only is it without a number, but is there a lack of symbology? Like, is there an emblem on the door, or is it just bare metal?
You'll need to get a little bit closer to tell.
Okay. Well, that's...
Give me perception. Perception survival.
Okay. And this is dim light?
Yes.
Make sure
So,
I got that right.
I do have my submachine gun rifle, since we're
Okay.
kind of close range.
And I reduced difficulty in darkness by 1.
Okay. That's difficulty 0.
Okay, I was...
Oh. Not quite close enough to make out anything. There's no, we'll put it this way, that if there is an emblem there, it has not been painted in any way to make it stand out.
Okay.
So you'd have to get even closer to be able to know for sure.
Alright.
All right. From there, you no longer need to make any checks. In the position where you would typically see the number, there is the Vault Tech emblem, not painted, but as part of the metal. So it's like the ridges, like they took a stamp and pushed. Embossed. That might be the right word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, embossed or engraved. One's outward facing, the other one was inward. I'm not sure which.
This one,
Engraved would be inward.
yeah, engraved is inward. This one's outward, so embossed. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very odd because I mean there's no other color to this at all. You recall all the Vault Tech stuff being like the yellow, everything was standing out with yellow. There's no color to this one at all, and not even a hint of color. So not like it had paint on there and it faded away. It's just it is without.
Okay. And
so the door is closed yet, or is it?
It is closed. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Does it look damaged?
No.
Okay.
And do I see, or how much can I see in the server on the shack? Basically.
Well, it's not a shack. It's that's a platform that you can step up onto. And when you're on the platform, it's just servers up there, and just one little terminal. As you get there, you see that this terminal has a circular insert spot that is the right size for the device on your Pip-Boy that kind of comes loose by and has a cable connected back to the Pip-Boy.
Gotcha. Well, Okie dokie. So yeah, I guess I'll go pull out the receiver because I've probably used it before in other computers, like at the medical hospital, the clinic.
Actually,
But
no. You just did computers on that. You've not yet used this
okay,
connection because it's got a very specific singular purpose.
okay.
Mm.
Well, I guess I'll. Because I know a little bit about the birds and the bees. This thing goes in here, right? So I'll pull out
Do you
the.
slot it?
Oh yeah.
As you slot it, I
Oh,
just realized I wanted this thing and I didn't have it ready, but I can get it real quick because nothing else is allowed to happen right now until this. Nope, that was the wrong one. See if I can find it.
As if it was a memory or something, I pull out the connecting cable and put it into the USB port. There we go. Like I've seen this before. Is it?
That's not it. There we go. Let me find it this way.
Are you forcing us a picture?
Not a picture, no. I got to do it a little bit differently because it's not. Oh, that's why it didn't work. Okay. One moment. Get that. Overlays. There we go. And as long as it'll play correctly in the VLC media player, which I'm broadcasting to you guys, you'll get it. Fallout Vault Transition. There we go. Soon as you plug in your Pip-Boy to the computer, give it a minute. It's taking a moment to load.
Oh.
The door begins to open. From the other side, you begin to hear super mutant voices saying, "Hey, somebody's opening the door. Get out of here, quick." And as the door begins to creak open and you can see inside, they can see barely outside, you hear gunfire begin to shoot from the inside to the outside at you guys. Let's get the combat going here.
I put my arms in the air. Yeah, I did it. I did it.
As a bullet flies past your arm as you have it in the air, and you realize, oh,
Right. I did it. I did it. Did it.
so let's turn that down a little bit there. We are now in turn order, and Slash, you are up first.
So a step here so I get a good eye of what's going on.
All right.
Oh goodness. All right, so I'm going to shoot at super mutant number 2.
Mhm.
So they're shooting at us, right?
They are shooting at you. They opened fire the moment the door had a crack in it.
Okay, all right, that's good then. Well, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him, super mutant number 2, with my submachine gun.
All right.
Okay.
That is a miss.
A what?
I think. Oh no, that's a hit. That's a hit. Never mind.
What? Wait.
I was reading it wrong.
No mess. Don't mess with me. All right. Okay, so it has a fire rate. Give me a second. It's been a second since. Oh, good lolly. A fire rate of 4. Okay. Commando 2. Fire rate of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Eat lead.
Okay, that was number 2. Yeah. Okay. You have. Excuse me. 5 burst options. Each one will deal
Okay.
12 damage before damage reduction.
Second. I'm gonna do 3 burst. Oh, yeah, 3 burst into him.
3 into him. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see here. He took 9 total, so another 3 times 9, 27 to him. All right.
Okay. And then Super Mutant 4. But I think he's gonna be he's gonna be out of the normal range. Is that gonna affect
can't do it.
anything there? Okay.
What is the range on your submachine gun? Medium?
It is.
Oh, it's close.
Close. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Um,
so I mean, it takes it to the next level. Would you want to reduce the damage or?
no, it's when you do the burst, it has to be within the same range. There's no mechanics to reduce or anything, so you're the rest of your bursts with the targets you have available cannot reach any of them.
Okay, all right, fine. That's fine with me.
Now, if on your next turn you do a increased difficulty to hit somebody at medium range instead of close,
Right.
then
Yeah.
any burst from that one could, because the initial check was for the medium range, but it's
Gotcha.
can only go as far as the initial check.
Okay. That being said, I'll spend 2 action points for another additional major action.
Okay.
I have Action Boy, so it's not going to increase the difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my movement, I guess. Or let's see, what would it take to switch to my assault rifle?
That would be a minor action,
Okay.
and you've got one minor action left.
Okay. So then I'll use my minor action to go to the assault rifle.
Okay.
I guess I assumed that we'd be closer combat than this. So, all right. So then, with that major action, then I'll use my assault rifle on Super Mutant number 4. I've got him. Whatchamadoodled? Targeted. There we go.
Holy cow!
Ouch.
So that's 3 action points.
Okay.
All right, roll damage.
Two additional dice. No, it's 3.
Counting up your fire rate. Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh, but I only got 2 effects there.
Yeah.
So I'll spend a luck to re-roll 3 of those blanks.
Okay.
And they're still blank.
Whoop.
Are you serious?
They're still blank.
Wow,
That stinks.
that's painful. That's painful. All right. Okay. Man. So he goes prone. Haha.
So 2 bursts. Do you want to put them into this guy or?
Tell you what, I want to see what 2 bursts do to super mutant number 6.
To number 6.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. They're all the same. So they have the same damage reduction. So he'll take 22 damage. And the actual amount there, number 6.
All right. So I got 2 of them, and I weakened to 1. So we got the right flank open.
All right.
Not that I'm a chicken or anything, but I'm gonna.
Act like one. You got power armor on.
Yeah, finally as strong as these guys. So
All right. Jack, your turn.
all right. Might as well.
I did forget, after this, when we start the next round, these guys are actually up higher, so that increases the difficulty. But because I forgot it, we'll do normal this round. The next round, we'll add that difficulty because of their height.
Gotcha.
Okay.
There you go. That got you an action point. That is a hit. Damage. All right. He is down. Where's that one? Number 4. Let's add his stuff to the loot. And then we can remove him. All right. Anything else?
I like how he's bleeding and dead and dying. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, and target the next closest.
Okay.
And that's for Jack.
That's it.
Yep.
All right.
And
Bane.
because that's what Bane can see.
So, are they up on a scaffolding or something? Or
Yeah, so this vault is a little bit different, mostly because of how I had to make the map. The door comes in, you walk in on one level, and then you go upstairs to get to the next level.
okay.
So this, you'll have to, right here, oh, that was the wrong, that's not the ping. This right here is the stairs,
Yeah, I kind of got it.
and this thing is what actually pulls the door in and out of the doorway.
Yep.
I don't have a lot of Fallout assets to use in maps, so
Yeah.
have to make do.
That's fine.
Anything else for Bane?
Actually, double move.
Double move?
So-
All right.
To there, then to there.
All right. Very good. Squire is going to come up to there. Target that guy. He's going to take his entire minor action for movement to get all the way up to the top. Target that super mutant. And fire.
Okay. Oof.
That is a hit. gives you guys an action point. And then, what's the fire rate on this thing? Where is it? Where is it? 2. 2 fire rate. Oh my goodness. Well, he did 4 damage. Let's see. Where is that? He's got 4.
It does have it's piercing, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he's gonna hold on.
And vicious.
Action or the luck.
Vicious and piercing. That's nice.
Yeah, vicious and piercing. So it put 5 through. That'll be it for him. Super Mutant Brute number 1. Board. He's got a board. He's got a board. He's going to use his minor action to get in close.
Hello.
And with his super
if he
mutant
ran
voice
past
raging. Huh?
he ran past me, can I punch him?
No. You have your a ranged weapon equipped. You're not in. If you had a melee weapon equipped, sure, I'd give you an opportunity to attack there. But since you're ranged weapon equipped, no.
Okay.
Can't kick him?
No.
Trip him up as he's running past me. Hey,
turned-
what are you doing?
4 damage. 0 got through.
Good armor.
3. Oh yes, you guys got the armor now. Oh, that was the wrong guy selected. Brute 3 is going to target the Squire, firing his bolt action pipe rifle as a hit, dealing 5 damage, but none getting through. And he's bleeding. Okay. 5. Target Jack
Okay.
with the pipe bolt action rifle firing. Oh, nice. That's an action point. And damage. None getting through. And Brute 7 is going to... I did it again. Brute 7 will target Bane. He'll step forward and use his board.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
You're happy Bane got hit? Shame on you.
No. I thought the 19, that's what I was going yay for. No.
So Bane got some
Right?
pretty good
Because
damage
he's got that
reduction there.
armor.
Yeah.
He's got that armor, yeah.
Yep. The heavy
All
dog
right.
armor.
End of the round. Top of the round. Slash.
I've got this guy targeted, yeah. Hey, what are you doing? And, you know.
That is a hit. With 2 action points.
Alright. Okay, so Commando 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be enough. Oh, whew. Barely got the 2 burst.
2
Right.
burst, yeah.
So what did we do? 6, 18. Oh no!
Yeah.
Seriously?
Put another 12 in him.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you're going to put both bursts into him?
Yes.
All right, I'll bring it up to 18. There you go.
Okay, I was a little concerned there.
You guys are getting the alerts, right?
What alerts?
No.
Or you're not? Okay, that's not working then. I'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I was like, "Where?"
Wonder why. How about now?
No.
No? Okay. I'll figure that out later. Something's up with that. Dunno. Okay, and you're moving there.
Yep. Target super mutant number 7. He's attacking Bane, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me spend the AP for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you spent the AP?
No, I did not. So this is, action boy. No, it doesn't increase the difficulty, but you said that they're up on the scaffolding, so it's going to be a difficulty of 2.
Yes. Yep. Difficulty of 2 because of their height advantage. Oh my goodness. So you needed 2, you got 5. That's 3 action points. Roll damage.
um, there we go.
All right, 9 damage. 7 got through, and you have 5 bursts.
First. Okay. 7. So I'll put 2 on 7.
Okay. So another 14 damage. Okay.
And 3 on 3.
3 on 3. Add that to there. Close that. And 3 on 3. Okay, that's him as well. Okay, anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. Jack, your turn.
Alright. So. There. Then.
You got some AP to play with.
Yeah, there is, but. So move. I try to move to there.
Yeah, you can move through your allies.
Alright. And then. It's what to do the additional major?
Additional major? Well, you don't need to do additional major yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you used your movement and your minor to get to there.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, well, while I'm doing it, might as well then. Because.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit with an action point. And damage.
Look at that vicious. Huh. That's weird.
It's reduction, probably reduced it by...
Oh, the reduction is reduced.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then vicious brought it back up to the 4.
Okay. And that's where I'm at.
Now you could do the additional major action if you wanted to.
No,
No? Okay.
yeah, I'll be fine.
All right, Bane.
there. And then to move there, and then what was it for the major then?
Oh no, he still doesn't have to. So you have every turn you can either move 5 squares and just regular movement, or you can move over 5 squares using your minor action. Your minor action will let you move up to 10 squares. So to get to there, he's just used his minor action. So he still has his major left.
Okay, so bite this guy, see if. Oh, okay.
That is a hit.
And he's
Go
vicious. Alright, good lord. Look at them dice.
All right. That is 8 damage you got through. That's nice.
And he's prone.
Nice. All right.
Got him on the leg. Get down.
Anything
here.
else?
My level.
No.
All right. Squire Thompson is going to maneuver to there. Actually, he'll go one more clearer shot. That is a hit. And using his fire rate. And that's it. That one is dead. Add that to the inventory, or loot inventory, and then we will remove him from there. With the last super mutant going down. 6, 4. You begin to look around. You find that this is a fairly standard vault entrance from what you are aware of. Jack, you recognize, the layout, pretty much, identical from the commercials back in the day. The doors that lead further in are right over here. You see a locker over there. It's not hidden or anything. It's just kind of out there in the open. And another computer station right here that allows control of the door from the inside. You do see windows over here. That's like the security windows. Security personnel can look through here, see who's coming in. But then these doors lead to the decontamination hallway / security hallway that go further into the vault. And that
up.
Do what?
Just Slash is like all the way up to the computer and like, are you gonna vault up this?
Yeah, since we're not in combat, I will allow it. However, the next stage of this quest is pretty long, so I'm not going to allow you to progress through the decon doors yet. We'll have to look for next session for that because it's a pretty long thing. We don't have enough time to get through the next part of this encounter.
Gotcha. Are there access to that here?
Yes, you can use the computer there if you want to. There is another spot where you can plug in your Pip-Boy again. However, Squire Thompson reminds you that if we close these doors, then the initiates will not be able to get to us if something happens on the surface.
Oh, yeah. You're probably right about that. So I look around the room and see if there's anything to scavenge.
So the locker contains a vault jumpsuit with no number. I'm building the parcel right now for you.
Okay.
If I can find parcels, there it is. The vault suit with no number to go along with the vault door with no number. In place of the number on this vault suit is again a embossed logo. This vault suit also it's unique. There's no yellow to it. It is just blue. It has all the normal contraptions that you've come to know for vault suits that you've seen sold at various vendors throughout your travels. But there's no yellow to it. It's just blue. and on the back where the number would normally be is the Vault Tech logo in embossed, so it's sticking out. There is a one full set of Vault Tech security armor, the armor and the helmet. Also with no number, and all the logos and everything are just kind of embossed so they blend into the outfit instead of being colored yellow.
Yeah.
And there is that parcel.
Okay.
Of course, you'll see on the party sheet all the inventory from the super units that you dealt with. Beyond that, there's not much else here, unless you want to explore that computer more. It is more than just the, well, it is kind of just the door control, but it has logs.
Yeah, I guess that would be the secondary thing. Would be to check for, any information like that.
Okay. Give me a science skill check. Difficulty of 2. And y'all let me know when you're done with the vault locker loot parcel.
Yeah, basically, do you think we need anything from that?
Can't think of anything.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second here. Sorry.
Yep, go ahead. Take your time. Okay. Ooh. A complication. Are you going to try and get rid of the complication?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I have anything. Yeah, I don't have any skills there or perks. So yeah, I guess I'll use the luck.
Okay.
So that's a success.
It is.
Yes.
I didn't see anything come through.
I rolled
I
a
apparently have
5.
lag.
Yeah. I'll roll again. There we go.
And there it is.
It's weird.
That's
Yeah.
1 this time.
Yeah.
So crit. So let's say 3 plus another 2, 5 total on a needed of 2. That gives you 3 action points.
Good.
All right. So this computer gives you the logs of all the access logs to this vault. Every time this door has been opened or closed, and it's categorized in opened from the outside or opened from the inside. Which would you like to look at first?
Oh, so it's categorized that way. I don't know. Outside.
Open from the outside, you see that the very first entry, of course, is before the Great War, and it shows it gives a overseer's pit boy was used to open the doors, and occupants arrived, and the date is actually a few days before the bombs fell. Since you've been hanging out with Jack, you know when they fell, and you realize that this date is before that. There are several decades, a couple decades over a century, where the door never opened. And then the next shows it's being opened from the inside by the overseer. Now, it doesn't say if it's the same overseer or a different overseer. It just says overseer's pit boy. And it gives no reason for the door being opened. And then over the past 50 years, it has been regularly opened from the outside by overseer's pit boy, at least once, maybe twice a month. And if you, I'll go and give you the comparison. If you go and look at the open from the inside, you find that from your memory, because you can't look at them at the same time, but you see that on pretty much on that same schedule, within 24 hours of it being opened from the outside by Overseer's Pit-Boy, it is opened from the inside by Overseer's Pit-Boy a few hours to 24 hours later.
So when's the last time it's been opened outside of us?
2 weeks ago.
So all the activity of these super mutants, does it look like more than 2 weeks?
Very much. The gore bags, the oldest gore bag you see is at least 2 or 3 years old. And you see other stains on the walls. It's like that makes no sense for that to have been, less than 5 years.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I guess I'll let everybody else know the information. That it's been opened. It seems like every month or so, somebody comes in and then somebody, then they leave, and it's been doing this way for a while, and so they know about the super mutants, and they seem to be able to come in and out.
Okay. Any other questions or things you'd like to check out in this room? There's not a lot in this room. It is just the entry level. But any other questions or anything like that before we wrap up for the day?
I happen to ask Slash if the last time before we opened the door, was it inside or outside?
Yeah, okay, so I want to see, I guess, if it was open 2 weeks ago. Was it open from the outside first?
Yeah, open from the outside first, and then it was open from the inside roughly 12 hours later.
Got it.
Alright.
Okay. And like you said, there's no other script or, no other information outside of Overseer.
Right. It just says Overseer's Pit-Boy. And you notice that every log, like if you went to put in a log, it's actually, when you first got to the computer, it was asking you, reason for opening the door. And it can just be, saved with no reason in there. So you know that whoever's opening and closing it could have put info in there, but they are choosing not to.
Gotcha. So next to reason why we opened the door, heroes arrive.
All right. Without -1 cheesecake. Heroes arrive with -1 cheesecake. So unfortunate. All right. We're going to wrap it up there. Let's switch over here. I got the next session scheduled for July 6th. I realize now that it's very close to July 4th. Are you guys available, or are you going to be out?
That might be difficult.
Okay. Then what we'll do, stream, don't count on it being July 6th. We're going to be playing it by ear. We will either just completely skip that session, and we'll just go on to the next alternating Saturday, or there will be 2 Saturdays in a row or something along those lines. We'll discuss that off stream, and it'll be a Saturday, so just watch for it to go live, or otherwise just watch the video on demand on YouTube or Twitch. So until next time, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Heavy guy.
Awesome.